Hello, everybody. November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima NC4XL. North Carolina for extreme lovers. And I'm not, I'm just Don. I'll show you something here for you who will get to recognize me over in time. If you see two of those up and about on the Facebook page, on the Parks on the Air page, and we're going to talk about that, that means the old man's going to go out and play. The reason for this video is simply this. Why in the world, what is all this POTA Parks on the Air stuff? All I go on the band is I hear this one, I hear this one, I hear this one, and I don't understand what is going on. Can somebody give me an idea? I won't go back many years, but I've been around since the 70s. Licensed as a novice on up and gone through all that trial and tribulation period. And over a period up into the 90s, I learned to find for me, myself, and I, not for everybody, that amateur radio sure got to be cliquish, geritol medicine issues. We weren't going to talk to you because you were a technician on 2 meters and we didn't want to associate with you. Now, we is not me, myself, and I. That just seems like what happened over time. I actually got away from amateur radio, and you're here because I posted the what is Parks on the Air and things like that. Well, Parks on the Air allows us as hunters, that's the people at home, chasing those that are in the field. Those people in the field are activators. And those people in the field are generally running wire antennas, vertical antennas, compromised antennas. They're running anywhere from 2, 3, 5 watts, 10 watts, 15, 20 watts. They're running up to, obviously, QRO 100 watts, and some even go up to 500 watts. They're running off of batteries. They're not running off of plug-in-the-wall AC. Big Brother can turn off the internet and turn the power off. But each one of us are out there actually for emergency communications. It became very interesting when I started listening to the contact structure. It's not a contest, and some people from the other elements of my amateur radio hobby think it's a contest. It's not. The only winner that happens out there is the hunter who got the park that they haven't worked yet, or the activator who has made 200 contacts today instead of 20. And it's working all over the world. The world. It's working all states, all 51. Oh, there's not 51. Well, we have a wild card. It's called DC. So if you're missing Montana or North Dakota, but you got Alaska and Hawaii, you can use a wild card for one of those states. The camaraderie that you hear from the Parks on the Air personnel, that's the activators that are out there doing the activating or the hunters that are out there doing the chasing, is very unique, very friendly, very unusual in amateur radio, but it is the part that makes many of us old timers. I'm an OT. That means old timer, not over the hill. To back at sitting by the radio and listening and spinning the dial and chasing and seeing where we can talk, with what kind of power, what kind of antennas. The experimenting that's going on through Parks on the Air people, very unique. Trying all sorts of crazy antennas that work. The thing is nobody gets mad at somebody because they're trying this antenna. We all have our preferences. That'll always be. But There's a lot of fun in experimenting with different antennas on different vehicles and different configurations. Why did I get involved in Parks on the Air? I can't speak for you on the other side of this video. I can only ask you to get on the Facebook page if you do social media and follow along and learn the spotting page, how to use it. There's several of us that have YouTube channels. You're more than welcome to join mine. You don't have to join it. You just go laugh at it with me. I don't sell anything. I don't want you to hit the like button. I don't do all that. What we do, though, is try to share knowledge, what we've learned, what we're wanting to learn, what our goals are, our incentives are, what drives us. Every hunter that starts out spends a lot of time by that radio because they see an opportunity of uniqueness and friendly people. I'm trying to get you that have made the time to stop and type in the word, what is POTA, to realize it's you on the other side of this video. It's you having fun, reaching out on different bands when propagation should not be that way, and making contacts. Yesterday, I worked 20 meters and 40 meters on the East Coast like I'm talking to you now. Skip was short. You learn about propagation, what bands to be on when. There's so much that the development team and the Parks on the Air staff, and they're all volunteers, by the way. Remember that when you click on something for Facebook or the spotting page or the awards page, all of that is operated by people like you and me who volunteer. They don't get paid to perform, and many times over, they don't get the warm fuzzies that they deserve. But they provide us, that's you and me, an opportunity to try digital, FT4, FT8, PSK31, satellite, slow scan TV, AM, FM. They try to meet all the needs from the technician who has very limited places to play, so get your license and upgrade, to the extra portion, or us non-grandfathered advanced classes where we have a portion. But we can do different things, activate in different parts of the band to keep the pileups down or whatever. Go out and play with your radio. Learn what it can do. Filtering. When you hear weak stations, but you want that station. And if you're crazy enough and start out like I did the stupid thing of just starting to listen. Next thing I know, I says, I wonder what it would be like. And next thing I know, I did it. Now I've got over 500 activations behind me. It's a self-inflicted addiction. Why do I want to do Parks on the Air? Because it actually makes me feel I'm doing something instead of sitting around and letting my lower anatomy spread out farther and getting caught up in a group of people that don't really care about one another. There's many organizations out there, and I'm not degrading any such organization, but I think Parks on the Air, if you're interested, take the time. Give it the time. Read the frequently asked questions. I'll repeat this. This is a little PSA. Please read the frequently asked questions when you register for free for Parks on the Air. You might have worked many people and don't realize it. Once you get registered, boom, you got achievements you've already seen in your profile. Different award levels, we'll call them. But they're not an award, they're a self-inflicted achievement. And it takes time to learn the process. But anything that's good or fun is going to take time. Thank you for taking the time today. I hope to meet you on the air. There's many, many fantastic activators out there that are just waiting for you to make contact with them, for their efforts to go out into a field with no public restrooms, with no electricity, with the elements of cold, rain, bugs. You don't know what bugs are. We got skeeters that'll take the car away if you give them a chance. Fighting the elements of rude people, sad hams. Yeah, there's a bunch of sad hams out there in this world, but we still enjoy what we do. Again, if you're on social media, please check out the Facebook page for Parks on the Air. If you're on YouTube channels, please check out Parks on the Air YouTube channel, a wealth of information. And if you are listening to any activators out there operating and you're wondering if they have a YouTube channel, type their call in YouTube and search. I'll tell you mine, it's under my call, NC4XL. But I'm only promoting the program and the hobby. Program is Parks on the Air, the hobby is amateur radio. Let's go have fun. November Charlie 4, X-Ray Lima, North Carolina for extreme lovers. So I'm not just Dom, the darling of man. 73s, pass this around if you know of anybody that's in your club or wanting to possibly understand a little bit more. This is just a top of the cake, just a sprinkle of sweetness that's on it. There's so much to learn and so much fun to have. 73s.